These are cooling and heating units for industrial buildings. Soon they'll be shipped to the US, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Mexico. The manufacturer Broad Group, a company headquartered in Hunan, China, specializes in energy-efficient air conditioning. In the next few years, the firm, with more than 3,000 employees, hopes to further expand, aided by China's Belt and Road Investment Scheme.
Belt and Road opens a new space for growth in the world economy. It creates a new platform for international trade and investment, and provides new ways for global economic governance, and contributes to the well-being of people in many countries.
Sometimes called the New Silk Road, the Belt and Road Initiative is a massive infrastructure investment scheme. New railways are intended to provide better connectivity across the Eurasian continent. Investment in ports will open new maritime trading routes. According to official figures, the total value of projects already signed exceeds $500 billion. The projects are largely carried out by Chinese state-owned firms. They've gained experience with big construction projects during China's own infrastructure push of the past 40 years. But there is criticism of the international initiative. Many Western countries, including Germany, are reluctant to sign bilateral Belt and Road agreements. Concerns for participating partner countries range from the environmental cost to sustainability of debt levels. In some places, China-friendly governments have been voted out of office. In view of China's own mega construction boom, critics call many of the Chinese investment projects overambitious.
The biggest lesson for the Chinese government was that you cannot just go ahead and build what you want. You have to consider what local governments and people want, and how the international community reacts. If you ask whether backlashes in some of those countries came as a surprise to the Chinese government, I would say it was not just a surprise, it was a shock.
So far, international trade rules have been shaped by Western countries. Chinese companies like Broad hope that through its massive investments, China will gain a greater say in these rules to make them better serve Chinese businesses. China's ambitions are on the table. It's now up to the rest of the world to react.
And for more on this, let's cross over to our DW correspondent in Taipei, Zhou Zhanghan. Zhou, nice to see you as always. So you saw that report. What are China's ambitions with the Belt and Road Initiative?
Well, to eventually gain more influence and control in the world. We know this from another name of the project, that is the Silk Road. It's the ancient network of trade routes that connected China and the Roman Empire and many societies in between. So the modern version envisioned by Chinese President Xi Jinping goes further to partner with more countries in Asia, Europe, and Africa and beyond. So that is Chinese government's biggest ambition.
So you mentioned the original Silk Road linking as far as the Roman Empire. What about this version of the Silk Road? What role does Europe play in it?
Well, it's part of China's plan. We know some Balkan countries will eventually become EU member state, some as early as 2025. So China is using its companies to fill in the development gaps in these cash-strapped countries to get more influences. So let's say with these infrastructures built by China in the West Balkans, China can ship its goods from Greek through the West Balkans into EU common market of over 500 million consumers.
And that, of course, leads to political ramifications when it comes to integration of those European nations into the EU. How about now, this year, as China's economy has slowed? Has that slowed these ambitions at all?
Well, not really. Contrary to that, China has leapt forward on infrastructure-related these projects in other countries and sent its workers abroad. Not only that, China has a new project called Digital Silk Road to promote its biggest telecom company, Huawei. So all these projects are considered to be an economic boost for the Chinese economy.
All right. Zhou Zhanghan joining us there in Taipei. Thank you very much.